I love her. I love her. I love her. I love her. Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. We are coming to the end of summer and certainly we are here if our weather is anything to go by. So I thought today I would share with you a roundup of my summer bags. The bags that I have loved to use this summer, the bags that I have used the most, the bags that I have looked to use that have filled me with the most joy. And these are in no particular order, but the first of these is definitely this bag. Now, when I unboxed the Chanel raffia bag over here, the mini size, a lot of people thought this bag was going to be seeing the heave-ho, that I would be letting it go, that I'd be saying goodbye to it, but I really love it. I really haven't. I would say that I have used this bag this summer a lot more than that one. And I know that this bag costs a fraction of what that one does, but the heart wants what the heart wants. I have just loved using this. I love this bag as well, and I have used that bag. It's not to say it hasn't been used a lot over the summer, but this one has just been and always is one of my top summer bags. It is the Prada reissue bag. Now, I don't use the strap or the pouch. They are in here, but I never use them. I use this bag as a little carry bag like this, and I have actually been carrying this bag on my shoulder, and I normally don't like shoulder bags, but for some reason with this bag, I like it. I enjoy it. I've used this a lot. It makes me think of summer. It's the raffia, it's the colour, it's just, I just love it. And this for me has been a fabulous buy. It's one of the bags that I get a huge amount of use out of, and it just makes me happy. And this is a bag over the summer that I am definitely drawn to. Number 2 has been this one. Now, this hasn't been used as much of some of the other bags just because I need to be able to be carrying it like this. I don't really use the crossbody strap, although it does come with one. And bright yellow I have found is slightly more difficult to work into my wardrobe than some of my other bags, but I love it and I have looked to wear it, and when I've had the opportunity I've worn it. I've worn this with a grey pinstripe suit. I have worn this with denim cutoffs and a white t-shirt. I have worn this with as much as I possibly could because it's one of those bags that when I think of using, and either that it's a sunny day and it shines in the sun, or when it's a grey day and it cheers the day up, I've just loved it. And it's a bag that I really love. And I know the saddle bag is not for everybody. I have 2 saddle bags. I have this one and the burgundy. I have to say I love it. And if money were no object, I would collect saddlebags. I would have them in every colour under the sun. I just love them. And this is definitely a bag for me that I've looked to use. Now, it doesn't carry a huge amount. The shape of the saddlebag is a little bit obstructive when it comes to fitting a lot in your bag, but it carries my daily essentials, my phone, my card holder, my keys, my lip product. That's all I really carry if I'm not going to work. This does it perfectly, and it's a bag that makes me smile. Number 3 is this one. Now, I know that I'm blessed to have quite a lot of Chanel mini rectangle bags, and they go in cycles. There would be a summer, last summer, the metallic reissue up here was probably my most used bag of the summer. I haven't looked to use that bag this summer anywhere near as much as I did last summer, and this is the one that I've been using a lot more. I took this on one of my holidays. I've taken this out with me. I was out with my mum shopping and for lunch on Sunday, and I took this bag with me. It's just having its moment, and that's the thing. This is when I won't just let bags go that I don't use that much. If there is a bag that I'm not using but I still love, I will keep it. I need to know that it's a bag that I'm not using and I don't even feel drawn to use, and I don't really have the feels for it anymore before I let it go, because this has come back into its moment. This bag this summer has been so well used and so well loved, and it's made me smile. It's the colours, it's the chain, it's the bright. My mum did say to me on Sunday, this bag was sitting on the table at lunch, and she did turn around and say to me, can you see the money in that bag? Can you honestly see the money in that bag? Can you tell me that you see the thousands of pounds in that? To which I went silent for a moment and then went, I think it's best we don't have this conversation. But I've been loving this bag and using it. This blue as well really makes me think of summer and the colours, and just, it's been a bag this summer I've been drawn to. It is tweed. It is fabric. It's not the most usable bag. I have got a little, you can see a little pluck on it here where the string has come up. I need to get a needle and poke that back in. You can do that quite easily, but it just shows you that with these bags, when they're tweeds or softer fabrics that things like this can happen. So if you're going to be using them more, you need to be aware of it. But this one I've been loving. Now, before we go on, the rest of the bags, because I have a lot of summer bags because I like bright colours, the rest of them, it's not that I haven't used them. I just haven't used them as much or loved using them as much or being just as drawn to them, or some of them are new and I haven't had the same opportunity. So it's not like these are on the outs. These are just the ones that have called me the most, and this is always one in the summer, because for me this is a neutral. This is probably the only neutral bag I have. I don't have any tan bags, I don't have any white bags. I'm looking around me. I think this is my only neutral bag. Meredith calls this an interesting neutral, is that how she phrases it? And she's absolutely right. It just has something about it, but for me it's still a neutral. It's a bag that I wear when I need a neutral. It goes with everything. I wear it with bright colours, I wear it when I don't have anything else that goes properly with it, because this will fill that void. And in the summer this always gets a lot of use. If I'm wearing white linen trousers and a white shirt or something that needs this type of colour, it just fits perfectly. It's a caviar bag. I don't have any problem with colour transfer on it, and I have used this bag. It's in perfect condition. It's iridescent, it's beautiful, it's an interesting bag, as Meredith said. It does get attention, it's a conversation starter, and it's one of those bags that for me in the summer, every year, I generally gravitate towards. I think I brought this on one of our holidays this year. I brought this on one of our holidays this year as well, so again, getting that amount of use. Fabulous bag for me, and one that I just don't ever see me getting rid of, because I don't have any other neutral bag. Even if I were to come to the point that I didn't love this bag as much, what's going to fill the void when I need a neutral? Next one is this little beauty, and this is famously a bag that Bestie said to me when I bought this, "What are you doing? You're never going to use it. Like, look around you." And he was talking about the Chanel minis, and he's like, "You're never going to use that little Gucci bag." And I love this little Gucci bag, and yes, I have made him eat his words many times, because it doesn't happen that often that he's not right when it comes to what I'm buying. But this one, I was right. I love this bag. This gets a lot of use again every summer because it's so small. It's light. It's just so easy to carry. Doesn't fit a huge amount, but fits my phone, which is the iPhone Pro, not the biggest one. Fits my card holder, get a key in it, get a lip product in it. I took this bag to the Beyonce Renaissance concert. Fabulous weekend. I took this one. I took this on holiday. I take this when I need to be quite light and hands-free, when I don't need to be dragged down with things. When I let my youngest pick my bags, which he likes to do, he picks this a lot because he loves the colours, and he just gets drawn to this, and I end up wearing it sometimes with things it doesn't even go with at all. But who's going to break my little 3-year-old's heart? And this comes with us. This is definitely a bag in the summer that I have used so much, drawn to use, loved to use, and isn't leaving my collection. I know Dale sold hers. Meredith has a pink one. I don't know if that'll be in Meredith's collection forever, but I love it. I think it's such a good wee bag. Next one is this. This surprises me how much use this bag gets, because I once considered selling this, and that's what I'm saying to you. If you don't want seller's remorse, and I have that on some of my bags, try to really leave them and make sure you're definitely out of love with them, or you definitely don't have the feels, and it's not going to come back in a cycle. Because I've bags one year will be used so much, the next year will hardly be used, the next year used so much. I thought about selling this bag. I thought because of all of the other bags that I have in this colour that it was very duplicitous, and it might still well be, but at that point it wasn't getting used because I was gravitating to the other ones. And now I use this bag so much. This bag is probably one of the most used bags in my collection. This is the Chanel Coco Crush. It has this little ball here. If you are interested in a Chanel mini, I do have a comparison video with this and the traditional rectangle and the mini reissue. Goes into all the detail if you're looking at any of those bags, but this one gets a lot of use for me. I have never used this little ball to shorten it. I always carry it crossbody. I love the colour, which is a big plus for me. I love the colour of the inside. You can see there's things in there. It does have a bit of wear on the back. I think you can see a general type bit of colour transfer, or maybe it's just that the leather has flattened and it looks slightly darker, but definitely I can see a bit of wear on the top of the Mona Lisa pocket. It just gets a lot of use. It's very soft. The colour's fabulous. It's a bag that I go to, I use a lot, I'm drawn to use a lot. Just definitely a firm favourite at the moment. Two left of my summer roundup of bags, and we have this one. I love her, I love her, I love her, I love her. This is the Chanel sequenced bag in the multicolour, and it says Coco Chanel on it. All of this is sequenced. It's not the most practical bag. It is going to get a little bit of wear if you wear it continually, but I love it, and it's just a beautiful bag. I like that it has the 4 grommets, so as it easily goes onto your shoulder like this. And this isn't even a way that I love to wear bags, but I like to have the option. I love this one, the way it fits in there. It also fits perfectly on me crossbody. It's a great length. I think it's such an interesting bag. I think it's a bag that just holds its own, gets a lot of attention. I wear this when I can, although I'm sensible with this bag because of the sequenced. I don't wear it if I'm running through the park with my children, for example, but I will use this when I can, and I'm drawn to use it and I look to use it. It's white on the inside as well, so I have to be careful with those inky pens that I love to throw inside my bags. But this one's a stunner. This bag is an absolute stunner. I get a lot of messages to let this bag go, and I'm sorry I can't see this at the moment going anywhere anytime soon. And the last one of my roundup of most used, looked to use, drawn to use bags for summer 2023 is this one. And this is a Preloved bag that I bought online from Bagista. It did have a mark on it here, and it also has, there's marks somewhere else. There's marks around the hardware, I think, but this was a bag that was pre-loved. It had been used definitely before I had it. It's still in very, very good condition. The inside of it is very, very clean, but it is a fabric bag, and you can see some of the signs of the use on it, but I don't care. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's the colour block. I keep it stuffed, that's what's in my hand, but it's the colour block. It easily fits under there. It's such a cool casual bag. Even with this, I don't even care that the stripes are clashing. Even with this, it just fits with denim, I just love it. Fun bag to use, and a bag that when I come into this room, if I'm looking for something that works, I will look to see if this one works. There's times I've worn this and worked everything else around it because I just wanted to wear it, and that's a good sign for a bag, but definitely a favourite for me this summer. I just love the colours of it. I love how bright it is. It's also light because it's fabric. It's slightly bigger than the mini, carries very slightly more, but it's not a huge difference. If I'm honest, it's more just which one I'm in the mood to use. Love the colours of it. Great bag. I can wear this crossbody as well. It is probably slightly short. You might prefer if it was very slightly longer, but it sits here on me, which I think is pretty good. Now, if I'm wearing a chunky jumper, it'll sit up a little bit more, but I don't need to get this one extended. Today I have this top and a pair of black shorts on, and it's easy to throw this across me and it works. Definitely a firm favourite this summer. That is my roundup of my most loved, most used, most wanted to use bags this summer. And as I say, it doesn't mean these haven't been used or they're going anywhere. These are just the 7 that have come out on top. I could go through, probably include everything, but then that would be a silly video, wouldn't it? But this is probably the 7 that I have just loved the most. Thank you so much for watching this. What bag have you used the most this summer? Has there been a bag that's been a standout bag that you just haven't been able to keep on the shelf because you've loved it that much? Let me know in the comment box. If you have enjoyed this video in any way, please do give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, please do consider subscribing. And if you're not done with me yet, I'm going to leave another video for you on the screen. Thank you so much for watching me. Thank you for being here. Please take care, and I will see you again in the next one.